Good morning. Here we are. Cheers. Sip of coffee. A little shot of the sunset. Let's see what Zeus has blessed us with today. Ooh, yeah. That's a good one. Thank you, Zeus. All right. So, slept like crap last night. I think it's because I ate pizza. Look at this. Like, dude, I'm bald. I'm bald, but like for some reason wearing a hoodie makes me look like balder. I don't know. Anyway, it's cold, man. Even though it's Mexico, it's cold in the morning, bro. Everyone thinks Mexico is just, desert everywhere, but that's simply not true. There are some cold parts, but when life doesn't go your way, even if it's little things like not getting a good night of sleep, how do you handle it? And I'll say first, however you handle it, that's okay. Like, be okay with that. Wherever you're at in your journey, even if you don't like your own reaction to things, when someone slights you, if you get a bad night of sleep, you're just not at a position you thought you would be at in life, whether it's job, relationships, achievement of your goals, maybe your body weight, your self-image, how much you love yourself. How do you react to it? I think self-hate is the way most of us, and the way it is accepted in society. And labeling it as self-hate it really gets to the core of it, but with a lot of the programming out there, it's whatever you don't like, whatever you want to change, it's an instant rejection of who you are and what you are. I think of David Goggins a lot in this sense. And that dude, listen, don't get me wrong, the dude's a Navy SEAL. He's accomplished a lot. But I'm telling you, man, the guy's got his demons. The guy's got his own internal battle scars that he has not worked out, okay? And that comes out in his message. And I think the reason his message is so popular is because more of us come from broken homes. More of us come from people who didn't love themselves, parents who didn't love themselves, than people who do. I think it's a rare thing. And if you're one of those people, you're probably not watching my video, but if you're one of those people that had a good childhood, had loving parents, were given good enough love, we're given, what a child is required. You're probably not watching this video, and you probably don't resonate with someone like David Goggins. But the reason I think David Goggins resonates with so much of us is because that's the familiarity within us, and that kind of goes to the same reason as why in movies, in real life, why a woman who's being abused can't leave the abusive boyfriend, husband, etc. It's because this isn't a new thing for her. Something in her childhood created that wound, and now she's in a familiar situation, and familiarity is more comfortable to us than the possibility of change, the possibility of having to go through some aloneness to heal. And so when I would say something like, hey, if you have a bad night of sleep, one thing I love, one of my friends from Germany, one thing he told me is when he goes to sleep, he has problems with sleep, as do I. He says, when I go to bed, the first thing I say is, I forgive myself if I have a bad night of sleep. And man, when he told me that, and I started using that, and I use it in many other areas of life, but that sets me at ease. And you know what I've noticed since then is that when I wake up in the middle of the night, I have a lot less anxiety, because usually when we wake up and we have that anxiety, that makes it twice as hard to get back to bed, right? But when I've already forgiven myself for what's happening, for some reason, that just sets me more at ease, and it's a lot easier for me to get back to bed. I wake up as much as I always have, but I don't stay awake as much as I always have. And I think forgiving ourselves is a step of self-compassion, is a step of self-love, and we all deserve forgiveness. And the place to start with that is with ourselves, 100%. And so for whatever you've done in the past, whatever you've done now, and whatever you've done in the future, forgive yourself. Look, we're not human. I think that's one of the remnants of the Christian Judeo society that we live in that isn't good, is that there is this unrealistic expectation of perfection, that we're going to be completely perfect, completely honest, completely good individuals, good in our hearts, all the time, every day. And no one is. No one is. But that is something in our society that is really, really fighting to not be killed. And I think it does us a disservice. It's good to have values we live up to, people we look up to, people that displays behaviors that we want to display. But I think what we should incorporate into that is forgiving ourselves for those times. And look, if your instant reaction to this, when I say this, is, you're just giving yourself a free pass to do, bad things, evil things in the future. And I appreciate your perspective. I just think you have some more growing to do, because I think if you do, you can get to a point where you understand that, look, I know I'm going to mess up in the future. This doesn't give me a green light to do that. I just know it's going to happen because I'm human, and I forgive myself for those things. If you're instantly thinking about, forgiving myself gives me a green light to do whatever to myself, to others, to the world, then I just think you have some more growing to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Again, we're all at different points in this journey in life. And wherever you are, what else are you gonna do? You gonna be mad at yourself for where you are? You can definitely do that. You can also mentally, in your head and your heart, hug yourself and say, this is where I'm at. This is what I was given, from where I came from what I've worked on. This is where I'm at. I could have done better. I could have done worse. But this is where I'm at, and I accept that, and I'm gonna make the most of this day, the most of this week. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna, become the next Elon Musk. Far from it. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna become the next, Alan DeBottom, the guy who runs the School of Life channel. But it just means I'm just gonna be me, and I'm gonna try to improve and heal and grow. And we'll leave it at that. Allow yourself to forgive yourself. It's a good feeling, and I think it'll reduce your anxiety and your stress, and it'll give you a little bit more self-compassion, because you're a cool person, I hope. Just joking. Thanks for watching. Give you another shot of the sunset. Subscribe, like, and share, please. New channel. Really trying to get this good message out there. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Saturn. Thank you, Jupiter. Thank you, Zeus. Thanks for watching.